guys, and welcome to another edition of A Byte of Geek. Today I'm wanting to bring to you the second new item that I'm wanting to introduce onto the channel. So this is going to be highlighting to you guys some new technology items which are coming out or are pretty much are just about to hit the shelves. That they're really cool items. It's something which I think you guys might be interested in. But let me know in the comments. Let me know whether you think this is of any interest to you. Okay, so the first item that caught my eye over last couple of days is the announcement that Amazon have made with regards to a new addition to the Amazon Echo family. So I'm sure you guys are probably all aware of the units that they've got at the moment. They've got kind of like the hockey puck Echo, which is the cheaper end of the lineup, and then they've got the taller unit, which has got the better quality speaker in it, etc. It's also, I think it's nearly 3 times the price. What they've gone and done, the obviously other companies are catching up in this arena now, and what they've gone and done, they've gone and introduced a new touchscreen item to the family, and this is called the Echo Show. And this isn't, as you can see there, this isn't actually going to be released until June the 28th. So you can do voice calling with this. You can have video conferencing, and it looks like it's going to be quite an interesting gadget. Some of the ideas that they've got in here. Obviously you've got that visual element to the information that you're having displayed. Rather than it just being read out to you all the time. But as you can see here, they've got that you're actually being able to link it up with third-party devices such as cameras. So if you wanted, rather than go and spend huge amounts of money on expensive baby monitoring equipment, you could have one of these that multitasks in many different areas, and then buy a cheaper device for actually capturing the images elsewhere. So this is, as you can see there, this has got a release date of June the 28th. Now this is in America only at the moment. Amazon haven't released any release dates for other countries as far as I'm aware. There's certainly no UK release date for this yet. And given the time lag that the actual Echo device took between being released in the US and coming to the UK, I can imagine you're probably not going to see this in the UK this side of 2017. But who knows? There might be sufficient demand for it, and they may well bring it to the UK a little bit earlier. $229. You can probably imagine if that does get released in the UK, that's going to be probably around about the £199, £195 mark. So £50 more, I think it is, than the top end Echo at the moment. Not a huge increase over the current top end device that adds video capabilities to it. So worth keeping an eye on that and see where that goes. Okay, so the next item that is due for release shortly is bizarrely it's from Norton, Symantec, and it's geared towards the home environment. Most home consumers will probably recognize the company from things like their antivirus software and their firewall software, stuff like that, and they do actually do some hardware elements as well, but not so much for the home. This particular item, if you ever, certainly in the UK, if you've ever watched a program called Crystal Maze, this will look very familiar to that. It's called the Norton Core. It's a new router that they're releasing, and it just, to me, it just looks like the Crystal from the Crystal Maze. That's quite groundbreaking in its design compared to all the black boxes that you get for home routers currently on the market. So again, this is listed for purchase in America at the moment at $250. I've no information as whether that's going to be available in other markets around the world, but if it does, £199, that's not going to be that far away from top end routers that you can get from other companies. I think one of the key things about this is the capabilities of it. So it's got quite a high processor speed on it. It's a dual core 1.7 gigahertz, and it's supposedly more than capable of 4K streaming, offering you throughputs up to 2.5 gigabits per second. So just kind of like some of the technology aspects to this device. So you've got 4 Ethernet ports there. You've got 2 USB 3 ports there. One of the key things about this is the security side of things that comes with this. So you actually get a 1-year subscription to what they're calling the Norton Core Security Plus, which apparently is $120 in value. And then you're paying kind of like a $10 a month subscription on top of that afterwards if you wish to continue with that. There's no details I can find that say that it wouldn't continue to work if you didn't carry on with that $10 monthly subscription. So, but obviously it's been built with high levels of security built into this device. So obviously lots of parental controls there as well, content filtering, time management, all that kind of stuff. So it's an interesting looking device. You can get it in like a titanium gold or a grey, granite grey. So be interesting to see the reviews of that when that comes out. I've not seen anything like that on the market before. If you're in America, you're very lucky because you're going to get that first. Okay, so the next item that I wanted to kind of highlight. Nowadays, everybody's pretty much using some kind of smartphone, and there's people forever going on about how introduction of smartphones have affected people's lives, the way they communicate with each other. People sit in a room together and text or post on Facebook to each other without even talking to each other. And whilst smartphones are great at what they do, there are elements of that human interaction that they take away. And I think all kudos to the mobile companies that are recognizing this. One of those companies is Nokia, and they are reintroducing the 3310 mobile phone. It's for the UK, it's on sale on May the 24th, and it's going to be £50. So the main benefit with these kind of phones is obviously they do the basic functionality. They do the calls and they do them very well, and they have extremely long battery life. Most people that own a smartphone nowadays are probably charging their phone either constantly or charging it every night. These phones are because they haven't got the huge screens, they haven't got all the other fancy technology inside of them. The batteries on these things are they're lasting days, weeks in some instances. So it's a little bit retro. I think it's a significant number of years since this phone was last out. Probably a great backup phone. Maybe you're going away on a holiday and you want to, just take yourself away from all that connected space of people constantly pinging you on Facebook and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, and actually just free yourself up a little bit and just have something that you just need to be able to call somebody should you have an emergency. This is probably a great addition to have. Certainly for £50, you can't get any kind of smartphone for that kind of price. So as I say, that's the end of May. So at the time of recording this video, it's only a couple of weeks away, and obviously they'll have it in a range of funky colours like the yellow that you can see there. I think they've got things like red and silver and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to see if they bring back any of their other devices as well, because Nokia is kind of like fondly remembered the world over, for their quality and the reliability of their products. So something to look out for there. Okay, so the last item I've got for you today, guys, is just a bit of a follow-on from something that I mentioned a little bit earlier. As I mentioned, Amazon have brought out or are bringing out this new Echo Show. They're obviously doing that because of the way the rest of the market has reacted to the Amazon Echo devices, and other manufacturers are starting to produce their own. Google Home, for example. And obviously, Microsoft has an assistant in its devices called Cortana, and it is partnering with manufacturers as well to bring a similar kind of device to the marketplace. And one of those is this particular manufacturer, Harman. And okay, this device is going to be a little bit later in the year. It says fall 2017, but as you can see, kind of a similar design to the Amazon Echo, just with a bit more of a flared base on it. Certainly a more premium looking device. Obviously, it's going to have nice sound quality there, but it'll have all of that that kind of like quality interaction that you get with Cortana. So you'll be able to do Skype calls and all that kind of stuff with it as well. There's no prices on this. I'm guessing this is going to be a bit of a premium product coming from this particular manufacturer, but I think people like HP are getting on board with this as well, and they're bringing out devices. So it'd be interesting to see. Microsoft, I think, are just a little bit late to the game on this. Google have just brought the home device to the UK, and obviously it's been out in America for a few months anyway. So Microsoft are coming in this probably for the latter end of 2017 for the Christmas market then. But I think this is good. And these kind of assistants and home automation devices. It'd be interesting to see where this market goes. Over the next 6-12 months, something like that. What will these companies? Will they bring something else to the table, similar to what Amazon's gone and done? Where will this end? It's quite exciting technology as to what these things could be capable of doing for you. So yeah, as I say, no prices on this yet, but I'm sure we'll hear some more about this as the months progress through 2017. Okay, guys, that's what I've got for you today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you want me to, carry on doing something like this? Is there something just needs a bit of tweaking in this this kind of video? I'm open to having discussions about this. As you know, I do like to hear your feedback and chat with you guys in the comments. So let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, can I get a thumbs up? It'd be very much appreciated. And subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.